And I see chat is already starting with the troll predictions.
That's what they do best. Absolutely.
That it is. And it looks like we're off.
Here we go. We're going to start off right at Link's house here. We find a heart container in Link's house, and we find Mushroom at the Sanctuary.
Starting off with a fetch quest. All right, this is a good start.
Yeah, I'm going to lead these guys on some interesting paths here. prieR now going to go ahead and do the uncle check here and also do a tree pull setup, it looks like. Meanwhile, it looks like both gamercal and ErirorPS and tstew are all setting up for Houlihan Room.
Not a bad decision with Keysanity, considering there's a fair bit less rupees in this mode.
Oh, actually, ErirorPS is going. He is going to jump, trading that mushroom. He wants to get an early check on that.
That's an interesting play. Only a piece of heart in the chest by Uncle.
Indeed. gamercal and tstew getting their Houlihan checks in, Houlihan runs in, getting that early money. And Power Glove from Uncle. Oh, Lord.
All right. And Power Glove from the Witch's Hut, from the Mushroom.
So we've already got both glove upgrades confirmed here within less than a minute.
So that's mitts down. We just need Moon Pearl.
The question is, how long before someone else checks that Witch's Hut there? As gamerpal's going to pick up some bombs from the shop, and prieR's going to be heading up to Lumberjack.
Let's see if we get an Agaseed confirmation off of this or not.
This could be some interesting news here, as gamercal is going to make the early play into Eastern here. That's a surprise. Not even going to Kakariko, going straight to Eastern.
And Aga is blocking half magic.
Oh, I don't think we'll be seeing that. Most runners won't pick that up unless they have to do Aga anyway.
I don't expect it either. Most of our runners here, I believe all of the ones in today's races, should be well to do without it.
And we've confirmed Green Pendant and Misery with Meyer, and in the back Star Hustle's Cause, we got the map for Meyer, Piece of Heart, and 300 rupees.
Well, that'll be good going towards Zora.
Oh, and we've got a big key in the mushroom spot. What's it for? Big key to Beasttown.
Alright, so it's not just... Yeah, that's good to find early. It's not just the front four once we get to it.
That will come in handy here. And we find another heart container in the Forest Thieves hideout. ErirorPS now picking up some bombs from the Grove, as well as TS2. And again, gamercal not wasting time going straight into Eastern Palace. He doesn't even have a sword yet or any weapon. What is his plan?
This is an interesting plan. I want to see how this plays out. See tstew making a play on the race game. Let's see what that's holding.
Looks like a map.
He might go for that just for the knowledge of Pendant Crystal.
No, he's not. ErirorPS actually is going to make that run. He's not even going to check. And tstew is going to check the library, finds just a heart piece. That's getting ignored.
And gamercal found the compass to, I believe, what was it, Swamp Palace? Did I just see that?
Might have been. All right, let's see what this is a map to. It's a map to Turtle Rock.
Wow, all right. That's great information to know once we get to Dark World. And tstew picking up a Hyrule Castle small key.
Yep, that'll actually come in handy. I believe that's the key that you would need to go into the sewer area, so that actually works out for him.
Yeah, it does. These runners should be... Most of our runners should be comfortable enough with doing dark rooms.
Indeed.
Although we may find...
Chicken Shack.
Although we may find the lamp before then.
It's always possible. That's Randomizer for you. All right, ErirorPS now going to pick up some more bombs from this from the hidden hut here. Guaranteed at least 4 bomb drops from this, and not a bad call to make. While tstew is going to buy some bombs from the shop.
Good to have him. You need quite a few of them for Kakariko.
And gamercal finding a compass to Hera over in Eastern Palace. So Eastern Palace not exactly paying off that well for him. I did not see what tstew got from the bottle vendor.
That was blue mail.
Ooh, nice find.
tstew making the play on Blind's basement.
I see a lot of new items here very quickly. Let's see what we find. We've got a piece of heart. We've got bombos.
All right.
A compass to get Janet's tower. That's kind of useless. And 50 rupees. In the back, we found a 5-arrow upgrade. All right, Erior now heading into the well. We got 5 more items in there to check. While gamercal is gonna bum rush and get the item out of there. The piece, heart container. And Erior finds one as well in the well. And we find a small key to Ice Palace. Ooh. Not much from there, but we'll see. 10 arrows, piece of heart, and a big 20. Not much out of the well. gamercal finishing up at Eastern Palace. He's going straight for the South Shore. He hasn't even been to Kakariko yet. I've never seen this route before.
I'm roboting.
Oh, Moon Pearl from the damn chest.
All right. Well, once our other runners get there, they'll be that much closer to Dark World.
Yeah. All gamercal needs to do is go to Uncle and then turn in his mushroom. We've got Dark World access here. Let's see what he finds from draining the dam.
And outside the dam, we have
hammer.
the hammer.
Everybody stop. Hammer time.
So hammer, mitts, pearl, pretty much nothing in Dark World except... no, everything in Dark World is accessible.
Yeah, we've got full Dark World access again, as long as gamercal goes to either Uncle or Mushroom.
Actually, I lied. The eastern half of Dark Death Mountain isn't available without the mirror or the hookshot.
True, but that's a small area, let's be fair here.
Yes. See, Mini Mordorn Cave from gamercal.
5 rupees.
5
Small key
rupees.
to Gamer's Tower. Map to Thieves Town. Ooh, big key for Misery Mire.
All
and
right.
a piece of heart. And TS2 heading into the back end of Escape. We haven't seen this yet either.
Nope. Let's see if we find anything good here.
Triple bombs. Big 20. And 10 bomb upgrade.
So we pretty much can confirm that AGA 1 is completely unrequired. However, we still may need to make trips into the tower itself for those 2 chests.
Indeed, that's the thing about Keysanity is those 2 chests are now playable, or now viable options here. So even if we don't go in, even if we don't defeat Aghanim 1, we'll probably need to go there at some point. But let's see if how that comes into play here. As gamercal's heading to the Ice Rod Cave now. And both prieR and TS2 both checking out South Shore now. They're going to be getting their Moon Pearl and Hammer here very shortly.
Yep. This is a location not many runners like checking this early because of just how far out of the way it is. Let's see, and gamercal gets... Actually, not sure what he got.
Yeah, unfortunately, a little bit of technical difficulties right when we need it most, but unfortunately, we'll probably see it eventually. One of our other runners will no doubt check that Ice Rock Cave soon enough.
And there's prieR with his Moon Pearl, so just about everyone's gonna have it in just a few seconds here.
To answer your question in chat, yes, all 4 of our runners are on the exact same seed. So whenever one person gets, all the other runners will eventually find. gamercal now fake flippering, going to be checking out Hobo here. And if he gets lucky and gets enough rupees, he might even make a play on Zora.
Alright, so let's see what the Hobo has for us today.
As our other runners now checking out Mini Moldorm Cave, and we find a small key to Pod.
It's Pod, right? That's one of the 6.
question now is, will gamercal check out the Zora area, considering he doesn't have enough rupees for you? He does have the Moon Pearl, so he could do the water walking glitch and check out the Waterfall of Wishing. But let's see what happens. And prieR now is also going to check that Ice Rod Cave as well as TS2.
Yep,
We'll see soon enough.
So yeah, gamercal's up in the area. Yeah, he's going into the waterfall, so he'll get these 2 chests and set up the water walk. gamercal really wants to find a big 20 though right now though.
Yep, piece of heart. Oh, and because of the way that chest open, he gets another little an unwanted glitch where it resets them back into, when you get a heart, I think when you get a piece of heart in there, it resets. Ooh, fire rod!
That's the fire rod. All right. Not quite a big 20, but that is progression.
I will take it. And it was piece of heart in the ice rod cave. That's what we missed earlier. All right. Let's see if we can see what's on the Zora Ledge. Unfortunately, I think the screen's not quite cropped right, so unfortunately we can't quite see what it was. And, oh, gamercal playing it smart. Gonna kill some Zoras using the water walking glitch to get some free rupees. Gonna try to save up and get Zora early.
Hopefully he doesn't get hit and cancel out of his water walk.
Yeah, that would be dangerous for him here, but he's doing pretty good so far.
And if he does it over deep water, I think that's an auto death.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. But TS2 now checking out what I like to call the Prince Cave, because it's the artist formerly known as Hype Cave. Let's see how much hype it is today. Given the lack of items we've seen so far, I would not be surprised. And oh, gamercal gets soft blocked. Got to save and quit. Bloomerang starting off at the Prince Cave there.
All right, get the superior model. But
unfortunately,
it looks like
he ran out of bombs, so he can't check and he missed his front one bomb shot, so he's going to have to come back later. We'll see if prieR gets any better luck here. He's got 4 more bombs left, so he can no doubt check it.
Yeah, so we'll see what the other 4 chests were.
Desert and Eastern are 2 crystals. I thought you said Half Magic was in Lumberjack.
I thought I saw that as well. Oh boy.
We'll have to confirm what it was later, because we have Half Magic now from the Prince Cave.
So another Dark Palace, another pod key, that brings that closer to logic.
Indeed. prieR now going to go check out the pyramid here. He's going to see what he finds there.
It looks like gamercal's making a play. It looks like it's on escape.
Probably not a bad call to make there. Eriror is doing the same thing.
That's a small key on the pyramid ledge. Let's see what it's for.
Indeed, we're going to find out it's another pod key.
Even closer.
And speaking of pod, TS2 finds the map for pod, and we can confirm pod is a crystal.
And gamercal just got the small key for Thieves Town.
Hey, that's going to open that area up now. That pretty much makes Thieves Town fully accessible.
Yep. Never know what's in that big chest.
Oh, I've seen so many runs ruined by that big chest. It's always good to know that you can get it early. And prieR now heading over to Catfish, while TS2 is going to check out Alice Baldwin at the digging game.
This is another place runners don't like to check because it's so far out of the way, but so many times has it trolled runners.
Got a compass from Meyer there in the dungeon. All that's left is Zelda's treasure chest. Let's see what TS2 finds here. He's not finding much here. Plenty of digs. Still no item. Waiting for it. He's running out of time. He's got to find that item soon. It's a big key.
Let's see where it is.
Turtle Rock.
Turtle
and
Rock.
We've got our fighter sword from the Catfish. Ooh, and I think gamercal just took a death. I don't think that was intentional. I think he tried to set up a death warp and failed. We got a big 20 from Zelda's treasure chest.
No, I think either it was intentional and he's going to the sewer chest anyway, or it's unintentional and he's just gonna skip Zelda's chest.
Yeah, we'll see. Either way, they're gonna go check that out. Now, bear in mind, they don't have the limp, so this is a sequence break for these two. But we'll see if that comes into play. As prieR now is going to check the Eastern Palace area, while TS2 is going to make the play. It looks like either Skull Woods or Village of Outcast for him.
And it was just a piece of heart in the sewer chest.
Ah, gotta love it. All right, TS2 now going to check out Skull Woods. We'll see what we can find here. He's not going to be able to check out everything, but he might find something along the way.
See, skipping the first chest, he's going to check this one up here first.
Yeah, if you can get the small key early, which is highly doubtful. Otherwise, he's going to have to go into the Gebdo room anyway. Figure his route accordingly.
Makes sense.
Hook shot!
Wow, all right. That's value.
Yeah, hook shot very helpful there.
And value woods playing into its name.
gamercal now getting their boomerang there from the Prince Cave, and Eriror is not too far behind.
And that was 2 pod small keys in Hype Cave, actually. I only thought it was 1. So that's even closer.
And a little note for everyone listening, you might hear the Skull Woods, the dungeon music there. That does not give you a hint as to whether or not it's a crystal dungeon. The music has been randomized. So do not let that music fool you.
Yep, the only way you're gonna know if it's holding a crystal or pendant is to find the map or kill the boss.
Yep. TS2 having a little bit of trouble here with this Gebdos in the switch room. It's also got to watch out for that wall master that can make your life a Oh, speaking of commentator's curse.
That is unfortunate. And tstew unfortunately taking a death. To answer chat, Fire Rod was in the waterfall cave up by Zora.
Yep, that was in the waterfall of wishing, unfortunately for gamercal. Don't think the other runners are going to get that for a while, but they're going to eventually have to go up there. Let's see if TS2 has better luck here, as prieR is checking out the Sea House in the Village of Outcast. Finds a big 20 in there. TS2 finally getting back to that back room. What do we find in this chest? Just another big 20. prieR now going to check out the chess game. Let's see what we find here. Oh, could not. Oh, we got Bugnet.
All right, Swagnet. Not that it's particularly going to be needed, but it is an interesting safety to have.
Indeed. Let's see what the bombable hut has. Ooh, B-Torp.
All right, and that opens up Sick Kid for the next time they're in Kakariko.
Indeed, that could come into play here. TS2 checking out the... Oh, we got Red Meringue in the Bumper Cave. Probably not going to be seeing that today.
Nope, probably not.
We also have prieR now in Thieves Town.
Although it doesn't look like he found the small keys, so if he decides to clear this, he may have to leave the big chest behind.
Ooh, that could cost him later. We'll see how that comes into play. He's gonna check out these other chests. We find 5-bomb upgrade. Not much so far.
Yeah, to answer chat, Error and gamercal are racing against each other, and prieR and tstew14 are racing each other.
Yeah, that is the setup we have here. We've got Master Sword in
All right,
Thieves Town.
that's good. That was required.
Indeed. And Erir now checking out the pig cave there, using the slow strats since we don't have the boots yet. Let's see what he finds there. Just a single rupee. Well, that was a waste of time.
So with the items that we have now, is it too early to wonder what's on the pedestal?
See, calling pedestal hype index and Keysanity is a lot harder because there's so many more items that could be there, and we have a lot less knowledge to work with. You know, there's so many dungeons we don't even know our pendants or crystals. We don't know what items are going to be required. So I don't like calling pedestal hype index on these.
So it looks like prieR taking a little bit of damage in that hellway. That room is extremely annoying without the boots.
So he's gonna head, but makes his way up here, and he's gonna go ahead and open up the blind hole, as I like to call it, and see what other chests he can get. He's just gotta avoid those lizard bug things. I never know what those things are.
More bombs. And gamercal is doing all of the Kakariko stuff that we've seen our other runners do, so he'll be caught up in that regard.
TS2 taking a death, unfortunately, in Thieves Town. But thankfully, I don't think he got very far in, so he's probably going to be able to go right back to where he was. prieR now heading downstairs. Now remember, he does not have the small key needed to check the big chest. That's going to cost him. Hopefully, that won't be too important for him later. Let's see what the main chest has. Just 10 arrows there. Now it's down to Blind to see if Blind has anything on him. All right, prieR now heading into Blind. Now, with his health, even with that extra heart, it's going to be a very tricky fight. Blue Mail will help, and Master Sword getting him that extra range will make a difference, but let's see if that's enough.
So far, so good, but now the fight gets interesting.
Yeah, now the real fight begins. 3 more hits. Now you got all those bullets flying everywhere. And he gets it.
Alright, good job. Only 1 hit. Not bad.
And gets a piece of heart for his trouble. And with a refill to boot, even though he's going to get one from the crystal anyway.
Well, so that's prieR's first crystal and the first crystal of our run, 24 minutes in.
Not bad, all things considered. Erir now also checking out Thieves Town, so going to be finding all the stuff we've already seen. In fact, I believe he does have the small key, so he could check that chest, and we can find out very soon.
Yes, he could. We'll see if prieR is going to be required to double dip it at this point.
Indeed. He's going to make a play on digging game now. Got to find that big key.
It's going to take him 30 digs to do so, but he'll get it eventually.
Answer a question in chat. The 2 glove upgrades. Uncle had the first one, and the second one was the mushroom item. So we had to do a fetch quest for it. All right, what's in this big chest? Just a compass to Skull Woods.
Alright, so if prieR never returns, it's not going to hurt him.
prieR now checking out old Stumpy. Errior unfortunately takes a death in Thieves Town, and tstew starting his blind fight.
And prieR just found the pod map. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to see what it was.
Pod is a crystal. I mentioned that earlier, actually.
Ah.
Ooh, clutch fight there for tstew, down to half a heart, but manages to finish off blind, gets his first crystal, and gets his health back up. And prieR is going to head up to Death Mountain.
Again, this is currently not in sequence without the lamp or the flute.
It's going to be tricky, but this is one of those dark rooms that most runners can usually do without too much trouble, so I can see the play here. Though bear in mind, at this point, anything he finds up here is going to be out of sequence.
And, Eriror's got to be careful. He's now down to half a heart and heading into the basement of Thieves.
Alright, prieR does make it out here. Just got to drop off the old man. What's he got for us here? Heart container.
To answer chat, yes, technically, prieR is sequence breaking right now.
I think they were just setting up for a da-da-da. Anyway, let's see what's on Spectacle Rock. We got, some Mountain Dew up there on Spectacle Rock. What's in the cave? Just a big 20. But he does have that hook shot, so he's going to be checking East Death Mountain there. That's going to give him a total of 8 items to check there between the Paradox Cave and the Spiral Cave. So a very good chance to find something big here. In fact, I have to call Paradox Cave the new hype cave because it is very rare that cave does not drop something big.
Yeah, with seven locations in the same cave, it's odds are likely. And you also, does prieR have his Titans yet to be able to check the
he does not. He did not
archive?
turn in his mushroom.
Mm.
So we'll see. We got map for Skull Woods. We've got a small key for Skull Woods. So there's that key we were looking for earlier. Now comes the big 5 upstairs.
To answer chat, Fire Rod was the Waterfall of Wishing.
Alright, we've got Fisher Price Shield. Ooh, we've got a big key. We've got the Cannon's Tower big key and Ether Medallion.
Wow, alright, GT's big key is found, and it's in a place that most of our runners will be checking.
Very nice find there for prieR. All right, Errior. Oh, let's see. Piece of heart on the floating island there. He's not going to check Spiral Cave. He's going to take his hammer. He's heading over to Tower of Hera. I don't know if we have not found the big key for Tower of Hera yet, but he does have the small key for it. Or no, he doesn't. He's only going to be able to check the 2 chests. I could have sworn the Tower of Hera small key was found, but I guess I was mistaken. But nonetheless, let's see what we can find at least in these 2 chests. Downstairs, we find just a big 20. That's useless. Errior getting his hook shot now from Skull Woods. So it's down to this 1 chest. What's in the small chest up here? Just 10 arrows, so this was a bust.
And now I assume he's probably going to make the play on Spiral Cave.
That sounds like a good play to me.
Fortunate with the boots, it's going to be a long trek through Spiral Cave, but at least he has reliable weaponry to clear out the mini Moldworms and the Baris in here.
Indeed. Yep, resident sleeper time. Fortunately, there's really not much open to us at this point. I would say the best play that you could get away with, and this is a bit of a stretch, is to get that Titan's Mitts from the Mushroom Drop and Ice Palace.
Where are we going to find flippers?
Oh, well, good point. Crud. Yeah, where do they go from here? There's not many locations are open to us at this point. There's an overworld spot we've missed somewhere.
Actually, what was Zoro holding? Because I think the
We
only
never
person...
checked. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think gamercal died before he could get to Zora, so we don't know.
Yeah, because that's right. He was farming rupees for it.
That might be our play.
Speaking of gamercal, he finally finishes off blind. Will get his piece of heart and his first crystal of the race.
Yep. Prior checking out sick kick now. Gets his red shield.
All right, that's interesting to have.
Yeah, I think Zora's the play to make, because that's the one place that hasn't been confirmed yet. And Prior has the money to check Zora.
Will be happy if he checks Zora and gets his fire rod from the waterfall cave. So Prior's heading back into Hyrule Castle.
Oh, that's what I got confused on. TSU just found the compass for Hera. That's what I saw earlier.
Alright, so Prior's doing escape finally. Not too much to be had here.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of similar paths from all of our runners here. Not much that we haven't seen already. So this is going to be my opportunity to say, if you're enjoying our 4 runners, be sure to give ErirorPS, gamercal, prieR57, and tstew a follow on Twitch. Show your support. They're playing their butts off for your entertainment. So show them some love.
Just picked up. What are the odds you think he may make a play back onto that?
Ooh, that's a good question. That might throw him off from where he probably should be going. Answer your question, Twat. The Resident Sleeper reference, it's one of the emotes. One of the global Twitch emotes. Resident Sleeper. And that basically refers to in Spiral Cave. For us, it refers to in Spiral Cave when you don't have the boots and you have to take the slow way in.
Also of note, no one has made a play over to Agana's cave yet.
That's a very, very good point. That could have something here. All right, Prior now going to head over to the Ice Rod Cave. He's fake. Yeah, he's got a fake flipper, actually. My mistake. He might be making that play on Zora after all. But first, he's going to check out what's on Lake Hylia Island. And, oh, we got a big key over there. Uh-oh.
That'll be needed once we get the, someone will check that once they get the flippers and the mirror.
Yeah, that could be a very important big key, so that might be worth grabbing later. But in the meantime, he's going to check Hobo and then probably go to Rod and Zora, as well as that waterfall. He's going to get his fire rod soon, and who knows what else we'll find there.
Yeah, chat making a good point. The longer some of our runners ignore turning in the mushroom, the longer time they're spending without the Titan's Mins.
Yeah, they don't know that that mushroom is essential to this run. I mean, the logic gave you that mushroom very early. It was telling you to turn that in. Eriror and gamercal both picked up on that and got their gloves out of it. Answer a question from the real Nightwolf in chat. The same way you do a normal fake flipper, if you hit the water at the same pixel, it's around the same pixel as the transition, it'll do the same thing as a normal fake flipper, treating as though you actually have the flippers after you transition. It's tricky to do. There's only one spot you can jump from to really make it work, but it can be done. I've seen plenty of runners do it. I don't know if gamercal has mitts. I don't think he does, but he did get the gloves. Yeah. Nice Mothula fight there. Gets his red pendant. But as I was saying, I think gamercal at least got the gloves from the mushroom. That much I know for sure. Oh, and prieR did not make it to Zora, so he's skipping out on that as well. We still don't know what that fish has. All right, gamercal picks up a compass for, it looks like Ice Palace, if I saw that correctly.
No, it was Dark Palace.
Dark Palace. Okay, my mistake. I knew it said Palace. I couldn't see if it was Dark or Ice, but nonetheless.
It's fine. tstew's making his play on Paradox Cave. He's about to pick up his GT Big Key.
Indeed, he's gonna be happy with that. And prieR now gonna pay off everyone's favorite little extortionist, Kiki the Monkey. 110 rupees down the drain as he makes his way into the Palace of Darkness.
Thankfully, it didn't cost them any more.
I've seen runners get hit and lose that monkey after paying an extra 10. It's happened before. At the same time, Eriror now is also heading into Paradox Cave. He'll be getting his big key here soon. And gamercal's in the same route, heading up to Death Mountain.
All right, prieR is in pod with only 4 small keys. This is a bold play.
Yeah, but he's already getting some early payoffs. Gets the powder. Magic Bat's now in play. That could come into play later.
Let's see what order. Actually, yeah, he doesn't even have the bow, so he has to open the lobby door.
Yeah, but he can check most of pod at this point in terms of chess, so this is not a bad call to make. I've seen couple runners come in with less keys than this, so this will come into play here. But let's see what he finds in that center chest here.
So I assume he's gonna do vanilla.
Oh, it's the bow!
Well, that just wow.
Wow. Reverse commentator's curse on your end. You were like, oh, they don't have the bow, so they have to go check us. Oh, there it is.
All right, so he can now do right side. Unfortunately, he still had to open the lobby door to get it, so he can't save that key.
No, but that's still a useful item. I mean, having that bow is going to be really helpful there.
Oh, absolutely.
And he is going to check the mimic room here and check this spot, which has at least a couple chests to work with.
Yet another room that's annoying without the boots.
Indeed. And we find a big key for Swamp Palace.
Well, that only opens up one chest, but you never know.
Hey, last race I commentated, that chest was essential, so don't discount it.
No, never.
right. I don't think we saw Spiral Cave, but we just got to look at it. 5-bomb upgrade there, so not much on that one.
Nope, not much at all. I'm just curious. Okay, prieR went around to get this chest and reset the hard hat beetles.
Yep, but it got a small key for Swamp Palace, so that's a little more important. That'll open up Swamp Palace there once we find the flippers.
That opens up the entire dungeon once he gets flippers and mirror.
Yep, that will come in handy. Oh, killed the Helmasaur there, but now he's gonna have to go back out and reset the room. Will he do the hammer yump? Yes, he's setting it up.
Given he only has 4 keys, that sounds about right.
Can he get it? And he got it.
Ooh, just barely.
Yeah, cut that a little close there, but he can't check the big chest, but he can check the 2 chests here in the dark maze, which will be very hard to do since he does not have the lamp. Probably one of the tougher dark rooms in the game. Ooh, we got a compass for Ice Palace. There's the Ice Palace compass I was talking about earlier.
So Super Bunny had a 5-bond upgrade and a piece of heart if we hadn't seen that already.
No, we have not, so good for him there. Not much, but still helpful. And Area Walls, actually, yeah, he's got the Titan Tools. He can check the Hookshot Cave. And we're also going to see what is the medallion requirement for Turtle Rock. And it's Bombo, so they can't check it. We got a big key for Desert Palace in Pod.
All right. And Eriror's checking Hookshot Cave, 4 chests here. Let's see if we get anything. We know the floating island is not going to be grabbed.
Oh, mirror!
Well, all right. That's another piece of the puzzle for Swamp.
Yeah, we got the map for Eastern Palace as well. What's in the last chest? Silvers!
Well, when Eriror finds his bow, he's going to be happy.
Yeah, Silvers in Hookshot Cave, Bow and Pod. Speaking of Pod, TS2's heading that way now. He's going to be happy with what he finds there.
However, he's only heading in with 3 keys, so he has to be more careful than prieR was with his key management.
Indeed. Ooh, prieR turning in his mushroom. He's going to be very happy with what he finds here.
Yep, he'll finally get his Titan's mitts. He'll probably be kicking himself considering he got that at the very beginning of the game. And looks like gamercal is about to pick up his big key from the digging game.
Alright, so what's next for our runners? Where do they go now? I think that play on Agonist Cave is still in effect, and I have a feeling there's something there. My gut's telling me there is. And I'm thinking I'm not the only one. I think Eriror is heading that way now, or is he heading... No, he's heading back over to Dark World. prieR now heading into the Magic Bat area.
And Eriror is about to learn where the 5 and 6 crystals are. And we already knew those were Desert and Eastern.
Yep, let's see what the Bat's got for us here today. It's a map to Hyrule Castle. How disappointing. Oh, TS2 finds the lamp and pod.
Well,
prieR missed that earlier. He did not check this area, so he did not get that.
T-Stew's gonna
Someone call Phantom Ryu, because that's gotta be Kane! Oh, and Eriror finds the flute in the Mirror Cave!
So, Mirror and Hookshot Cave to the south of Grove Ledge for the flute. Oh boy.
What a shame!
T-Stew not quite hitting the hammer yump. looks like he's going to go ahead and... ooh.
Yep, he's going to spend his key.
That's tough. That means he can't get the bow on this trip in.
Oh, he's going to regret that later.
However, he does have the big key for pod, so he will be able to check this big chest.
Yeah, that could come into play here. Let's see what that big chest has. Just a piece of heart. Not quite what he was hoping for there. gamercal gonna go ahead and open up Turtle Rock. He can't really go into it yet because he doesn't have the Cane of Samaria, but having it still helpful. Having it open will save some time later.
And tstew taking his death warp.
Oh, and prieR's going to check the big chest in Thieves Town. He is not going to be happy with what he finds.
No, unfortunately.
And Eriror activating his flute.
Unfortunately, this is just time in Thieves he actually doesn't need to spend, but I'm sure this would have been hanging over his head later if he was missing something.
Yep. Also for Eriror, the goose is loose.
And prieR just goes ahead and death warps out. gamercal is doing Hookshot Cave, so he's about to get his mirror and his silvers.
Yeah, and then eventually he'll find his flute there in Cave 45. Eriror now turning in good old Jeremiah. We'll see what he gets for that. And just a piece of heart. So they're a heartsmith today.
Oh well, just a lovesmith.
Eriror also picking up the purple chest. Going to be checking that out here before too long. So again, not much we haven't seen already thus right now, but we're seeing a lot of different plays here. gamercal's in Tower of Hera. Gets his 10 arrows there. Not going to find much. Again, we still need some keys for Tower of Hera if we're going to go any further. We have... Actually, right now, given that we have the flute and the mirror, I'd say Desert Palace is a decent play.
Yeah, check out the Mire area, see what's needed. Checkerboard cave shed is open. Looks like
Eriror now checking Graveyard Cave.
Yeah, this is a good play to make.
Be a little better if he had the boots and can check out King's Tomb as well, but you know what I'm saying? And gamercal making the play on Spike Cave. He's got a blue potion, but he does, you know, and plenty of health, so I could see him going for this, but this is going to be a risky play. Have a big key in the Graveyard Cave. Big key to Tower of Hera!
Alright, well, now we know what that does.
And we have another B-Torp hiding over there in the Spike Cave.
So spend a safety, get a safety.
Alright, Eriror now checking out turning in his purple chest here. Let's see what this locksmith has for us. A heart container. Hey, I'll take that.
Could have been better, but it...
Yep, could have been worse.
Desert Ledge has the flippers.
Oh, well, Eriror knows where he's going now. Got to give credit to Eriror for his routing there. He has definitely taken the lead here in terms of items, which means he's going to be able to complete these dungeons a lot faster in the meantime. I could not see what medallion was there for Mire.
That looked like ether to me, but I could be wrong.
Chat, back us up on that one. I'm sure one of you guys saw it. Meanwhile, Aaron, you're now going to check out the Myers Shack. We're going to find a big 20 and the single arrow. And gamercal is making the play on Ice Palace.
He could fake flipper to it.
Yeah, he doesn't know that the flippers are on the desert ledge. Very good find for Erir. Of course, Erir going to check out Desert Palace. He's got the big key. He can check out the big chest.
5-round Swiss. After the 5 rounds, we'll be taking the players into the bracket.
Got a map on the torch, so probably not going to be seeing that picked up here. Boots are likely not going to be required here. And let's see what else Desert has for us here. Now remember, you can only check a couple of chests here. 300 rupees. Oh wait, Erir does not have the big key, so that's all he can check.
To be bold, key out of the back half and check the right side if he wanted to, but
yeah, it's usually a risky play though. You don't usually see people go for that. Erir now going to check out the checkerboard cave. Ooh, we got a small key. What's it do? Small key forward. Oh, didn't need to grab that key. He found it.
Wow. Not too far from its vanilla location.
Yeah, I think I know where he's going. He's going to go back in and check those 2 chests over there. What's he going in here for?
And I was wrong. It was the bacon medallion required for Myers, so we still need to find it.
Quake medallion required for Misery Meyer, as prieR now picks up his mirror and his silvers. And tstew now has his Titan's mitts, so all 4 of our runners now have their mitts.
We're back in the...
Found a key to Turtle Rock and Ice Palace here.
Please.
And tstew's making a play on Zora.
As checkerboard cave, found the small... First key for Castle Tower in Ice Palace.
Ooh, that could be interesting here. All right, tstew, let's finally find out what the fish has. And Erir now also going to make the play into Agnes Cave. Let's see what that's got for us here. Riot Shield! All right, let's see what Erir finds in Agnes Cave. The magic cake. prieR now going to find his flute here. So we're seeing a lot of big plays being made here. Still haven't found anything major at Ice Palace yet, and unfortunately, gamercal does not have the big key for Ice Palace. In fact, none of our runners do yet, so that chest is going to get skipped. Let's hope that doesn't have anything yet.
Yeah, that could come back to haunt them.
especially with how hard it is to dig that chest out. Arrior now going to pick up that big key from Lake Hylia Island. Let's see what that's for. It's the Ice Palace big key.
Once again, not too far from its vanilla dungeon.
gamercal's going to regret not picking that up, as prior now, everyone rise for the Link to the Past national anthem. And we have literacy from Cold Stare as he picks up the blue pendant. Oh, wait a minute. gamercal found Tempered Sword. I didn't notice that until now.
Oh, wow. So Ice had a pretty decent amount of stuff in it.
Not too bad at all. However, he had to leave the big chest behind. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite him later, especially since the Ice Palace big key was literally right there. priER now picking up his flippers from the desert ledge. And Arrior now heading over to the pyramid, going to pick up the key over there.
Also, do remember, he did fake flipper over to that, so he wouldn't have had access to Lake Hylia Island just yet.
Yeah, again, that's going to come back to bite him. He's checking that area now. Also, Chad rightly pointing out, we have located all three of our crystals, or all three of our pendants. Ice Palace, Eastern Palace, and Skull Woods, if I recall correctly. We're all pendant dungeons, so that means the rest are crystals.
Actually, Eastern Palace is a red crystal.
Oh, not Eastern Palace, Misery Mire. Misery Mire was the green pendant, and Skull Woods and Ice Palace are the other two pendants, so but nonetheless, that means every dungeon that we haven't confirmed yet, we know are crystal. Speaking of crystal dungeons, tstew now making the play on Turtle Rock.
Well, this will be interesting, because I'm pretty sure he does not have the fire rod, so that's 2 chests he's out.
Yeah, there's a lot of chests he's out there. He's taking a gamble going in here, and he finds a B-Torp in the first chest.
A lot of B-Torps this seed.
priER now also going to be checking out Desert Palace. Now, he has the big key, so he's going to be picking up the big chest here. Let's see what that has. Just a 5-arrow upgrade. And Arrior in the Waterfall of Wishing going to get his fire rod, and then also checking out Zora here, shortly going to be getting his Riot Shield.
And it looks like priER went into Desert with the small key as well. Looks like he checked checkerboard first, so he won't have to double dip this part.
Nope, and I just noticed there's a key on the Zora ledge, so Arrior is going to be able to pick that up as well. And we found a small key to Misery Mire and Turtle Rock.
Unfortunately with Misery Mire, if you know what you're doing, the keys there are not that useful.
Very true. Oh, tstew, I don't know if that was a death warp or if that was intentional or not. Arrior picking up his Riot Shield, and he's probably going to pick up that small key on the way out. Let's see what that's for.
To answer chat, we had sword upgrades in Ice Palace. We had one in
Catfish,
and then we had one in Thieves Town. So I think it was the 3rd chest in Thieves Town was a Master Sword.
Now, priER opted not to finish Desert Palace, which is surprising. He's got the big key, so he could have full cleared it. Oh, he doesn't have a fire source, that's why. But he is going to make the play on Swamp Palace.
Yeah, I don't think tstew is made to play on the catfish. Because he's already cleared Thieves Town, so I'm pretty sure he had his first sword from there.
Erior picking up his Mountain Dew there from Spectacle Rock, and he's going to make the play on Tower of Harry. He has the big key, so he can check most of this out. The only thing he can't check is basement, and prieR starting his play on Swamp. Yeah, also shout out to our two trackers, Calidrius and Ajneb, aka Ben, for their amazing work, the unsung heroes of these tournaments. All right, let's see what prieR finds here with Swamp. We find a big 20 in the first chest. And gamercal heading into Aga Tower. Gonna find out what chest he can grab out of there. I believe we have at least one key in here, so they can check most of it.
He has one, so he can check the 2 chests if he's brave enough to do the dark room.
And I did not see what Erior got out of Tower of Hera, unfortunately.
It was a heart container for the big chest. I didn't see the small chest.
gamercal using the fire rod to light up the room, finds a big 20 in the other chest, so not much out of Aga Tower.
Right, he has the fire rod. There are actually torches in that room.
And Erior now taking on Trolldorm.
If you've played this game vanilla, you know why he's a troll.
Now, if you've played this game at all, you know why he's a troll. Doesn't matter what form you've played it in.
True, true.
But Erior gets him down, no problem, takes him out. What does he drop? We found a big heart there from Swamp Palace. And just a 50 rupee drop for... Let's see. Ooh, we got a small key in the big chest. Oh, small key to GT. Might come in handy. You never know.
Yeah, that's actually... one small key is needed, so... if they ascend straight up from the beginning, they have to come in with a small key.
Of course, because this is Keysanity, you do need to check that left side. So prieR now going to check that out as tstew activates his flute. And gamercal's going to make another play on Zelda's treasure chest since he still hasn't gotten that. He died earlier when he was trying to set up a death warp.
Unfortunately, he's not going to get much for his time here.
That's what happens when it comes to these randomizer tournaments. Is if you leave something behind because of a death, it eats away at you, and you'll end up going back for it even if there's nothing there because you don't want to risk leaving anything behind. To respond to somebody in chat, yeah, I normally do prefer when we stream one-on-one, just one race at a time. The only problem is that we have a ton of races going on. I actually counted before the stream. Just today alone, we have 23 races going on for this tournament just today. So they kind of had to do some of these 4-person streams.
Last couple of chests on the left side of Swamp were a big 20 and another big 20.
So yeah, Swamp not really paying off here, unfortunately. Not finding much here.
Yeah, we have 208 racers in this tournament. That's 104 Swiss matchups every week. Yeah, so that's gonna be a lot of races getting in each day.
Yeah, now to clarify, and not every race, not all of these races on the exact same scene, but every race, the two runners will be on their own, will be on the same seat. So. But yes, this is two different matches, Erior versus gamercal and prieR versus tstew. But we're using the same seed for all 4 runners, and we're streaming at the same time. Trust me, I know it's a lot going on, but there's a reason for it. Ooh, yes, 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 it's the cane of Brian for prieR.
That's an interesting little safety to have. Not sure how much use it's going to have remaining in this seed.
I mean, not much. I mean, we know we've already found the cape too, so... But either way, it still could come into play. But prieR now is going to head up to Argus. We know this is a Crystal Dungeons by process of elimination, so definitely not a bad call to make.
And tstew's getting his desert small key, so
Yep. prieR now taking on Argus. You're now clearing through Ice Palace. He's doing it by the logic since he has the flippers. Let me see. He got a small key to Misery Mire, which we saw earlier. gamercal going to turn in Jeremiah. Oh, down goes Argus. Nice quick fight there for prieR. What does he drop? There's our 4th sword upgrade. So that means when prieR does eventually goes through Ice Palace, if he checks that, he'll be getting Butter Sword. And gamercal will as well when he eventually has to complete Swamp Palace. So we're going to have a couple Butter Swords in this race. Actually, Editus, my reasoning behind it is because we call the Cane of Samaria the Big Red Cane, obviously a reference to the wrestler known as Kane. I go by the Team Hell No logic, and the blue cane is the cane of Daniel Bryan. Yeah,
that works. I like it.
And Meowsticks agrees with me on that one.
So prieR going into Ice Palace without the Fire Rod, so he's going to have to use Bombos for all of his freeze or killing needs.
Indeed. That will be tricky.
Thankfully he has half magic, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Nope, that will reduce a lot of the troubles that you would have with using Bombos a lot. Alright, Erior now has his Tempered Sword now, so he'll also be getting Butter Sword when he inevitably completes Swamp. Alright, so at this point, what do you think's the play they need to make? Honestly, I think a lot of these runners need to get their bow out of pod, and maybe make a play on Eastern. Oh wait, they don't have the big key for it. Never mind.
Yeah, those that need to go to pod for the bow, do they have a key remaining to do so? Have they found another pod key since then?
gamercal and Erior do have the key, do have 4 keys, so they could do it. That wouldn't be a big problem for them, and they both have the big key, so they could full clear pod. I think that would be a good play for them. So maybe pod is the right play. That or desert, at least for gamercal. No, not gamercal. tstew and prieR, the desert's also a good play because they have the big key. They could full clear it.
Well, they can't full clear pod until they get 2 more keys, so... well, whoever didn't open the Dark Maze door would only need 5.
True, and actually I just realized tstew and prieR still have not gone to the Waterfall of Wishing. They don't have their Fire Rod yet. Though I think tstew might be getting it very soon, so that might be a play is desert.
Yeah, those with the fire rod and the desert. Actually, the desert big key is not needed to clear the back, so yeah, no. Those with the fire rod could clear desert.
Could have sworn desert does still. No, desert does need a big key, because once you open up the fire room, there's still a big key door.
Oh, right.
Also, thank you to Sarah Zelda 1 for the $4.99 resub. We appreciate your continued support.
Yes, thank you much.
Erior now making his play on pod. If he goes to the right place, he'll be happy with what he finds there.
Yep. Looks like he was going for the powder first. Not a bad check considering this chest is completely free. And he's coming in here with the mirror, so his dungeon navigation is going to be a lot cleaner.
Yeah, and he's going up that way. He's making the right call, and he's going to be very happy with what he sees up these stairs.
Oh, yes, he will. So the bow's here. He'll drop down. The cape should be in the... Not the cape, excuse me. There was something important here in this coming chest. Yeah, small key to Turtle Rock. That is important.
Oh yeah, definitely want to get those Turtle Rock keys while we can. And I think tstew now is going to be making the play on Ice Palace. Now, these guys don't know that there's a pendant dungeon, so they're checking this just to see, but they won't be too disappointed. They get that third sword upgrade. Although for tstew, it'll only be a second. All right, prieR now looks like he's heading into Cold Stare now. And I'm assuming at this point he's got his butter sword. He does. He does have his butter sword. Oh, and I didn't notice this. We got Shovel out of the Ice Palace big chest.
Wow, that's right, because no one actually... Yeah. I guess he went back
Erior
for it.
got it earlier, and I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, because all the other runners went into ice without the big key, considering it was right there on Lake Hylia Island.
And gamercal actually went back because he already finished Ice Palace. He actually went back in to get that big chest.
And if anything is... If there's something behind the dig spot, that could come back.
All right, gamercal and prieR now both heading up to the Zora area. Erior gets his big red cane. gamercal is going to be getting his riot shield here shortly.
prieR's got his fire rod.
So for prieR, I say desert's the call because he's got the means to full clear it now. He's got the big key. He's got the fire rod. Yeah, I don't see any reason not to go into desert at this point. Sarah Zelda, we can confirm Turtle Rock is a crystal dungeon. We have gotten the 3 pendants. One is in Ice Palace, green pendant is in Misery Mire, and the last one was in Skull Woods.
So, given what we know, what all is still needed for runners to enter go mode?
Let's see here. In terms of items, I think the ice rod's the only really big one. That and the Quake medallion. We still need the Quake medallion and the ice rod. Because we know where everything else is. Those are the only two items we still have not found. Wait, answer a question, chat. Kata Samaria is in pod. We found that in one of the dark rooms in pod.
That's right, Quake is for Mire, so if anything we need is in Mire, then we'll need...
Good point, good point. So the guaranteed essential item is Ice Rock, because we know Turtle Rock's required. And of course, yeah, Eastern Palace Big Key is the other big item the other thing we still need. Is we still have not found that yet.
Eastern Palace Big Key being AWOL for as long as it has, does this seem familiar to you, Shades?
Just a tad.
5-6 crystals were Eastern Palace and Desert Palace, to answer chat. Looks like prieR's heading up. Oh, this could be interesting. Because he's going to be the first runner to clear Skull Woods.
No, he's not. gamercal already did it.
While also having the mirror.
That's
and the book, so we could have a pedestal check.
That's a little more important. Okay, yeah. That could be interesting. Will prieR make the check? When you complete Skull Woods, if you have the mirror in the book, you almost always do a pedestal check, unless you're absolutely certain that there's nothing there. And even then, sometimes you'll just go to see what it is, because it doesn't take very long to check it. Eriror now finishing off Helmassar King here. Just at the same time prieR finishes off Mothula. We find a compass for Turtle Rock off of Helmassar King. All right, prieR, moment of truth. Will you check the pedestal?
He swapped to mirror while the pendant was falling. I'm pretty sure he's doing it.
Oh, get your hypes in chat, folks. We've got he's also going to check that other chest. Let's see if he's still going to check it. Oh, come on, prieR. You know we want it. You know we want it.
If I remember, this chest is only a compass, so I don't think it's anything of real importance. As tstew drops Cold Stare, gets his literacy and his blue pendant.
Oh, he's doing it. prieR's wearing over to the forest. He's going in. All right, folks. Moment of truth. Is this real? Do we have a pedestal seed? It is. Oh, arrow capacity upgrade.
Alright, pedestal hype is dead. Sorry, chat, we tried.
Eriror now checking Bombo's tablet. We haven't seen this yet. And he finds a small key to Turtle Rock.
That should be the last. That should be all 4. So he'll be able to full clear and not have to choose between the vanilla Big Key and Trinex.
Yep, prieR also checking the dig spot there in the forest and only finds a big 20 there, unfortunately. So not much there. Ooh. And I think he's making the play on Desert.
Yeah, with what we have, I agree. This is the play to make. Finish off Desert.
And he may not be the only one. I just noticed tstew is actually already making that play. He's heading up.
Meanwhile, looks like Eriror's heading for Swamp.
He'll be getting his butter sword for too long once he finishes that dungeon up.
Yep, considering Arcus is holding that for him.
All right, Landmolus, what you got for us? You got something big? Come on.
Watch it be Quake teasing Meyer for the ice run.
Oh, that would be evil. That's why I love it. All right, moment of truth.
And tstew going for Fire Rod strats.
Not quite getting good aim on that fire rod, unfortunately. There you go. He got it. All right, what's he drop? It's a compass. So, compass for Thieves Town. Well, that's kind of useless.
Kinda. So Thieves Town's done. That is useless.
That was kind of what I was getting at. gamercal now heading back into pod. He's going to be checking that last chest. He's going to get his bow here shortly.
So, other than the crystal, Desert really not paying off.
No, I was expecting something big out of that, but apparently not.
So now where to?
Yeah, because we still don't have, we don't have access to Misery Mire. We don't have the big key for Eastern Palace, and we've checked everything else.
Is this the point in time we make a dip into T-Rock?
I think it is. I think you have to at this point. Because we found everything else. I mean, I'm trying to think of what Overlord locations left. King's Tomb's out because they don't have the boots. Same with the Bonk Cave. What else have we not checked? I can't think of anything that we've missed. There is one thing. There is one other spot that we could check that hasn't been spotted yet, which is Ether Tablet.
I just had the same thought, and I was waiting for you to finish that sentence.
Great minds think alike, my friend.
Yes, they do.
So yeah. Also, gamercal has not checked the chest in the front. He does not know the bow is there, but he got his lamp at least.
Cal's got to be careful. He does only have one key left. If he uses it to get the bow, then he can't drop Helma this time around.
Yeah, but at the same time, you need the bow to defeat... Well, no, you don't need the bow. Oh, no, you do need the bow to be Helma Star King.
Yeah, you need
the bow to get to him, so he's going to have to use that key.
But at least he gets his cane, and that's another piece for him for the Turtle Rock dip.
Yep. So yeah, I think at some point one of our runners has to check that Ether Tablet. That's the only spot I can think of that has not been checked.
prieR, meanwhile, is going into the sewer chest, and we know that's only a piece of heart. That's not gonna get him much.
This is when you start to see the real madness of Keysanity and why we give it that title, because it's so much more chaotic trying to figure out these items when now you have to think about what keys you're still missing too. It really makes things that much more challenging for these runners to try to find all of these items. All right, prieR now heading up Death Mountain. Will he check that ether tablet? And if he does, what will he find?
And Cal's about to get his bow. Hopefully he drops and picks up the other chest, because he's going to want that T-Rock small key down there. And he is. Good.
Good man. Good man.
So I saw him pre-swap over to the mirror. I'm like, don't bail when you get the bow.
Okay, prieR making the play on the ether tablet now. What's he gonna find there? This could be big.
It passes up the Mountain Dew while he's at it, though.
It's just a big 20.
Wah, 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 wah.
Thank you. I was just thinking that. So yeah, I agree with Recidador. I think the play is Turtle Rock. It has to be at this point. That's the only place you can go. Problem is for prieR, he can't do it because he needs to go back into Pod and get the Cane of Samaria.
He still does have a spare key to do that, I hope. I know he's collected 4, but I hope he hasn't used all 4 already. Otherwise, he'll have to search for a Pod small key first.
ErirorPS now finishes off Argus. He's going to get his Butter Sword, and he's going to get another crystal. I just realized how trolly this could be right now. Imagine this, if you will. Ice Rod on Armos Knights. Big key for Eastern in Turtle Rock.
I can do you one better. That big key for Eastern Palace, not just in Turtle Rock, all the way down at Mimic Cave.
I'll top you there. Laser Bridge.
Laser Bridge? Yeah, wow, because consider we have all the small keys. That is a possibility. Or even worse, Eastern Palace big key at Laser Bridge. Armos holding the boots, and Bonk Rocks containing the Ice Rod.
Or King's Tomb, but yeah, same thing in the end. Yeah. Oh, that is... Oh,
Yeah,
I love it, how evil that is.
So unfortunately, the boots are still unaccounted for.
Yeah, very good point. Oh. Ooh.
So I'm seeing a question in chat that I've been expecting. Yes, there is a logic soft lock that is possible that has been discovered regarding Palace of Darkness. It's based on having 5 keys instead of 6, and making a choice between Helmasaur and one of the one-off chests. If the location that you don't pick has a progression item that would lead you to the final Pod small key. If that situation happens, making the wrong choice can put you into a soft lock.
Yes, but thankfully, ErirorPS being one of the few people who's defeated Helmasaur King, he's gotten all the progression items out of Pod, so I don't think that's going to affect him here.
No, not in this race, but it can happen later on down the road with another race.
So I think the big question now is who's going to be the first one to brave Turtle Rock?
Well, ErirorPS making his play on the back end of Desert, so he'll get that crystal.
prieR now, he does have that last key. He's going to check. He's going to get his Cane of Samaria here probably pretty soon. And he's going to get his lamp while he's at it. He hasn't had that.
Yep, so lamp, cane, and... So here's the question. Does he go Harmless Hellway, or does he go Helmasaur? It looks like he's going Helmasaur, because he just mirrored out.
Not a bad call. We know there's not much in the Harmless Hellway, though he does need that... I believe there was a Turtle Rock key there that he might want to get at some point.
Wow, was there a Turtle Rock small key in Harmless Hellway? Oh, he's gonna want that.
Actually, I think he's already got all the chests down there.
Weird. Thought I saw a locked door at Harmless Hellway when he was just there about to pick up his cane. Because I know the chest after the vanilla big key chest after you drop down, that had a Turtle Rock small key. That I remember. So it looks to me that Eriror is going to go check the shovel spot.
Yeah, it seems that way. gamercal is back in Swamp here. He's going to probably take on Argus, get his Butter Sword here pretty soon.
Wait, prieR has the big key for Pod, I hope. Because he's making...
No, he doesn't! He does not, so that was a waste of time.
Unfortunately, that's one for the blooper reel for prieR.
Yep. I think because of that, he might be the one to make the play on Turtle Rock now.
Looks that way. He also hasn't gone into Tower of Hera either. Well, he may have
He hasn't completed it, that's for sure. And he doesn't have the big key for
key?
Tower of Hera either. He's missing a lot of keys.
And Hera's big key was where? Wasn't it? Hookshot Cave?
I don't know. No, it couldn't have been because he already checked Hookshot Cave. He's got it. He's got the mirror. But he is going into Turtle Rock. He's going to be our first runner to check it.
Well, we had a runner do the first chest, but now prieR will be able to dig deeper in.
Yeah, with 4 keys, he's got a lot of places to check here, so he'll be able to do pretty close to a full clear here.
Yeah, he'll be able to go all the way to Laser Bridge. Actually, Hylia Island was actually Ice Palace's big key.
Yeah, I remember that one. But we're finally going to start seeing some new locations here for on prieR's end, and Eriror is right behind him. And tstew looks like he's finally making the play on it as well. He's heading to East Death Mountain.
Looks like Cal's making his play on Desert.
Let's see, we find a map for... oh, there's the map for Tower, and a small key to... There's our last pod key.
There we go. All right. If there was truly a T-Rock small key in Harmless Hellway, oh god.
Alright, now next we find another small key for Misery Mire.
Also, thinking
we-
about it, find bacon in here, then we could be seeing a play on Misery Mire at some point.
Oh, that's also very true. One thing we've learned about randomizers is, especially in those later versions of the logic, is those pendant dungeons tend to have important items in there. So I would not be surprised if we end up seeing a play on Misery Mire at some point.
But we need to find Quake before the Eastern Palace big key for that to happen.
Very true. All right, let's see what's in this one chest here. There's your bacon.
God darn it. Called it.
Draco, you're now suffering from what I like to call foot-in-mouth disease.
So now we wonder if that's Commentator's curse or Commentator's blessing.
Considering it's a pendant dungeon, I think it's almost certainly a curse. Yes, murder the rich. Quake is required for Misery Mire. That's what we were working on.
So Quake is required for
We're now going to be checking out the Mimic Cave. It looks like, unfortunately, Eriror took a death in Turtle Rock here. And
That's
just triple
rough.
bombs in the Mimic Cave.
That's rough. T-Rock is one place you don't want to take a death in.
Especially, well, actually, it depends on how early on in the dungeon you take it. I mean, taking a death in any dungeon is bad, but it depends on where you're at. Big 20 from the big chest in Turtle Rock. So not much there. So now it's down to the laser. It's down to the roller room chest up ahead, and of course the laser bridge.
Chat making an interesting point for how troll this seed could get. Ice Rod or something leading to it on Sahasrara, considering the green pendant is...
That is very true. 5-bomb upgrade there for the roller room chest.
Because that green pendant is Misery Mire.
And Walter, I have to disagree. Anytime you have to do a pendant dungeon for progression, that's not a blessing. That just means more work. You want to get it before you have to go into that pendant dungeon.
Absolutely.
All right, pretty much all of our runners now taking care of Turtle Rock. gamercal about to head in there soon. Well, let's see what's on the laser bridge. Thankfully, we have the riot shield. First chest, big 20. Chest number 2, a small key for Ganon's Tower. Chest number 3, triple bombs. And chest number 4, just a piece of heart. So that means unless Trinex has something, we might be seeing that Misery Mire play.
Yeah, that is quite possible. And it's honestly where I expect to see our runners go if Trinex...
And I just realized that's it. We don't have the Ice Rod. We have to go to Mire now.
Oh, yeah, right. No Ice Rod. So if Ice Rod is... Oh, God. So if Ice Rod is behind the Quake Medallion... Oof.
Oh. This seed, man, this seed is trolling them so hard.
Honestly, it really is starting to look familiar to last night's race.
That's an understatement.
Has prieR been in... Yeah, he's been in
No, he
Eastern.
hasn't. There's
Oh.
chest still close in here, so he's checking Eastern. Not understandable call, but it's not going to pay off.
Yeah, say, to respond to chat, going for Pyramid Fairy is a little difficult right now.
There's the pod. That's what he was looking for, the pod big key. He didn't have that. And some frustration slashes for prieR there. Ooh, and tstew taking a death on Laser Bridge.
Did he open up the safety door?
I think he did, but did he check everything? What's... Oh, yeah. He death warped. He did a modified depth warp.
Yeah, looks like Stu is making his way over to Meyer. He's got Quake out.
Yep, so tstew's gonna be the first one to dabble into Misery Mire. This could be a big... This is the play. This has to be the play. There's nothing else left. He's not the only one. Eriror now heading that way as well.
Like I said, this is the call I expected our runners to make.
Thankfully, we do have the big key for Misery Mire, so if you know, if it's either the green pendant or Vitreous, they'll be able to check it. So our eyes right now are on tstew, because he's the one that's got his first into Misery Mire. He's gonna be the one that finds the items. 100 rupees there in that first chest, the bridge chest, as I call it.
Yeah, to answer chat, we are looking for the Eastern Palace Big Key and the Ice Rod.
Once we find those two items, we will be in go mode. Of course, tstew still needs to find the Tower of Hera Big Key, so unfortunately he will not be, but most likely, I think right now, it's looking like Eriror might be the first one to hit go mode at this rate. All right, let's see what tstew finds in the vanilla big key chest here in Mire. And just triple bombs, still looking. prieR now setting up the bomb yump again. Kind of has to since he's out of keys. He does not have the 6th key he needs for that. All right, tstew checking the big chest now. What's he gonna find here? There's the ice rod. So we are now in no mode. Well, actually, no, we're not, because we still need the Eastern Palace big key. Once we find that, then we will be. And let's see, just 10 arrows there, so it's looking like it's got to be an item on either Vitreous or Green Pendant.
Could also be on Trinex. That's a possibility.
That is very true. Trinex is now a possibility of holding that key. 5 rupees there in the bridge chest. Yeah, Recidador, I agree wholeheartedly. If they had to go back to Trinex just to get the Eastern Palace key, that is trolliness on a whole new level.
Yeah, this seed feels like something out of what some of our best Plando planners can come up with.
No kidding. I don't think even Plando makers could pull this kind of trolliness off. Chat brings up the point. Still no boots. We still have not found those boots.
No, we have not. Those could be somewhere around here, too. Then again, for all we know, boots could be in GT.
It's looking likely at this point.
So, given how trolly this seed has been, you definitely have to give some props to the runners that are sticking through it. So, if you like what you see, definitely give these guys a follow on Twitch.
Absolutely.
Show them the support. I know they'll appreciate it.
priER now finishing up Helmstar King, gets his next crystal there. He's down to, he's got three left. Eastern Palace, Tower of Hera, and Turtle Rock. And like I said, right now, it's looking like Eriror is pretty much in the lead. He has got the majority of the crystals and the means to clear out the other dungeon, especially now that he has that ice rod.
Yeah, I agree with him, the current leader right now. He's certainly the closest one to go mode.
Also, to respond to a comment in chat, yeah, I'm sure there are some evil Plando designers out there. I don't doubt that for a minute. I mean, we know some of the more notorious ones like Wizrobe and Willard, but even they have their limits, man. And these seeds have lived up to those limits. All right, Eriror using those silver arrows to quickly finish off videos, as is tstew. Very quick fights on both parts, finishing pretty much at the same time. What do they drop? It's a small key to Ganon's Tower.
We've seen enough of those that that may not come into play. Actually, no, it shouldn't come into play at all.
No, not at this point. So the money now is on Sir Hassela. Sir Hassela has to have something. Whether it be the Eastern Palace Big Key or Das Boots.
Wow. Waiting this long just to get vanilla boots? Interesting.
That is funny as heck. And it looks like Eriror is going to take that play. tstew is heading up to Turtle Rock. He's going to go finish off Trinex. Honestly, I think Eriror's making the right call here. Check that green pendant just to be safe. What does the wise sage have for us? What has he been hiding from us this entire time? It is a small key to Ice Palace.
So that's not it. So honestly, I think Trinex is your next play.
Yep, it has to be. There's nothing else left to check. We've checked everything. Oh, this is insane watching this. Like, this is why I won't be doing as many commentaries for Keysanity, because this is exhausting to watch.
To answer chat, yes, Ganon's Tower Big Key was located. It was actually in Paradox Cave. Actually, ooh, chat brings up a good question. Did anyone do Tower of Hera basement?
Nobody can because nobody's got the key for it. At least not that I see.
You're right. Now that I'm looking, I don't see it either. So, ooh. To answer chat again, both chests in Aga Tower have been checked. It is not there.
Fortunately, Arior now heading into Skull Woods again. He does not realize there's nothing there. He's making the wrong call, unfortunately.
Was the big key chest checked?
I believe it was. Oh, he's making the pedestal check too, realizing now that that was a waste. No claymores. Skullwood's big chest did not have a sword upgrade because Arior has all 4 swords, and I don't know if he's checked that or not. I think we said the other one was in, where was that 3rd sword upgrade?
I remember one in Ice, Thieves Town, Catfish, and
Thieves Town,
Argus.
that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, Thieves Town.
Spike Cave had a B-Twerp.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've checked just about every possible overworld location. I don't think there's anything else left to check that we can actually check right now. It is down to Trinex. So tstew is the person to watch right now. He's the first one that's going to make a play at it. Let's see if he finds anything off of it. It has to be something. It's got to be either. It's going to either be the boots or the Eastern Palace big key. It's got to be one of those two. If not, then we've missed something.
Tower of Hera small key is also a possibility. Meanwhile, Eriror is finishing up Mothula. Gonna get his pendant for that. Bo is at the Vanilla Big Key chest in Pod, and tstew doesn't have enough, or didn't have enough keys for it at that time.
Yeah, that's throwing him off, unfortunately. He's going to have to eventually go back there and get it. All right, let's see if tstew can get the quick kill on Trinex here. Not quite, but he does a pretty good kill on that. Let's see what Trinex drops. Moment of truth. What is it? It's the big key to Eastern Palace.
There it is.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in no mode. We do not full go mode because tstew does not have the bow, so he needs to go back and get that. But once he gets that, or if Arior gets through Turtle Rock, which is where it seems to be heading now, one of our runners is soon to be in go mode.
So that opens up 2 locations in Eastern, plus the final Fat Fairy Crystal.
Yep.
And then after that, it's GT.
Took us long enough. We're coming up on 2 hours now. tstew going to turn this green pen, and he's going to be disappointed with what he finds there. But Erir now is making the play on Turtle Rock. Once he gets to Trinex, he will be in go mode. Sarah Zelda, we've mentioned this several times. The bow is in pod. In fact, tstew is about to pick it up pretty soon because it's in that one center chest, the vanilla big key spot.
And that will put him in go mode, no?
It will. That's all he has left. Funny tear, funny. And here we go, tstew picking up his bow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to check your watches because do you know what time it is? It's go-mo time. So for tstew, he just needs to finish up Pod and Eastern Palace.
So while that was happening, neither of us noticed. gamercal actually went ahead and pulled the air capacity upgrade off of the pedestal.
We had a blind pedestal pull. And I was wondering when someone's going to ask about this. New tournament, new go mode call. Thought I'd change things up a little bit. All right, so Erir now also going to head over to Trinex. Once he gets his Eastern Palace big key, he will be in go mode. And prieR actually right behind him as well. Both prieR and Erir are about to head into Trinex and get their go modes. Actually, I should say, prieR and tstew both aren't actually not in go mode because they still don't have the big T for Tower of Hera, which is a crystal.
Yeah, that's going to be needed, won't it?
Same as not be said for Erir, who is going to be in go mode because once he finishes Trinex, all he has left is Eastern Palace. So after that quick kill, there you go.
From what I'm seeing, he also has Tower of Hera still to do as well.
Not Erir. He hasn't done. He's
prieR.
done.
prieR still has to.
Yeah, but for Erir, he is officially in full go mode.
That's right. Graveyard Ledge was what was holding Tower of Hera's big key.
So it's very likely that Erir is going to be our first of our 4 runners to finish up here. And the question for the bottom 2 runners is who's going to make that play for the Graveyard Ledge first. That's the one place they have not checked.
good. It looks like tstew finally picked up that last pod small key that he needed. Now he can finally make his play onto Helmasaur King.
Indeed. Very helpful play there. Again, yeah, then once he finishes pod, the only play for him is to find that key for Tower of Hera. But he is heading into the Armos Knights. Let's see what they drop. No, it won't be much. Best you can hope for is the boots.
Yeah, I'll laugh if it is the boots. Oh my god!
Remember what I said earlier about foot and mouth disease there, Draco?
What are those?
What are those? Those boots!
Alright, so apparently I am making all the calls today.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we found a witch. Shall we burn him? Oh, Zoro UX, thank you. Boot in mouth disease.
Real funny.
I think it is.
Oh, I do too.
Oh, man. That's hilarious. And Erir and prieR both now about to take on the Armos Knights. Again, they're pretty much in sync right now. Oh, Nightwolf in the chat. Press 1 to burn the witch. And there's a lot of ones in there.
I know, I put it in there too. Alright, Erir and prieR both finishing up Eastern.
Yeah, but Erir will be the first one to head up to Ganon's Tower. Obviously, we can't play the good key guessing game. We've already got the big key for Ganon's Tower, so it's just a matter of him heading up the gauntlet and finishing this race.
Yep, he'll be heading straight up. He's got nothing to do in the basement.
That's the one good thing about Keysanity. I know there's not much good when it comes to Keysanity, but that's one of the good things is you don't have to dig too far into Ganon's Tower most of the time. Though, last race I did, the first race I commentated for this tournament, GT Big Key was in GT.
If I remember, it was the final right side room, no?
I think it was, yeah, it was on the right side.
And if I remember that decision, because I think it was a right side versus left side choice, and I think that was actually a race decider. To answer Barn Engine chat, Tower of Hera's big key is at the graveyard mirror ledge. Meanwhile, prieR is going to take a look at Fat Fairy, thinking that's where the final key he needs is. Fortunately, we as commentators know that's not quite the case.
No, there's literally nothing that could be on. The best you could find at Fat Fairy is Red Tunic. That's it.
Yeah, and with how many chests are in GT, that Red Tunic is, by law of probability, more likely to be show up there.
I'd say so, yeah.
So I'm sorry, that's what, 27 chests to 2?
Pretty much, yeah, a bit of a difference there, isn't it? Alright, let's see what we find. There's Piece of Heart and a map to get to GT. So yeah, we can safely assume that Red Tunic is somewhere in Ganon's Tower, though the odds of us actually looking for it are pretty slim. Unless Erir checks, even if Erir checks all the chests on the way up the gauntlet, odds are good he's not gonna find it.
Yeah, I agree. To answer chat, Lagarang, the red boomerang, was actually at Bumper Cave. No one opted to grab that, and I don't blame them.
prieR now also checking King's Tomb. That has not been checked since obviously we just now got the boots. And we find the big key. What was that?
Big key to Skullwoods.
Big key to Skullwoods. Well, that's kind of useless at this point.
So we were right before. No one checked the Skullwoods big chest because no one could check that chest.
And that's only throwing him further off the path. prieR does not know he just ran past the big key he's looking for. He's checking everything else.
Get to see Bonk Rock, since that we're just now getting to check that. Just
Triple
blueberries.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah, blueberries. I want to remember that.
You're welcome. Meanwhile, Eriror's up in the gauntlet, making quick work of everything. I couldn't see what that ledge item was again. Might have just been rupees now that I'm looking at that. So I'm pretty sure I saw a number in the corner. Was that arrows? Okay, thanks. Thank you, chat.
And gamercal now finishing up. He's heading into Ganon's tower. So the top race is the one that's got all the good action going on because they're the closest. The bottom race, it's down to who finds that big key first. And unfortunately, neither of our runners even thinking of checking the one place they missed.
Well, prieR did just recently pick up the Skullwood's big key, so I don't blame him for making that play, although we kind of predicted that it would put him off the path. And there he goes.
tstew's getting it.
He's making the play he needs to make. prieR finding...
prieR Lament, that's, we're looking for the Tower of Hera big key, which is right here. Of course, Eriror not checking any of the chests along the way. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need that red tunic. With butter sword and silver arrows, Ganon's a joke. But he is going to check the last chest and gets a small key for Castle Tower. Yeah, sure. Let's go kill Aghanim. Let's go kill Aghanim 1. Let's do it.
Let's go ahead and become, time walkers. Kill off Aga 2, then go back and kill Aga 1. Tell me how that one works.
I dare not question it. Alright, so the Eriror now going to take on Aga 2 here. Ooh, nice double there.
Very nice.
Let's see, can he get a triple? Nope, gets another double. 2 more hits should do it. And that's a pretty good setup there. Oh, just missed it.
That'd have been a nice 2-2-2 pattern.
But he gets the single there on that last hit. He takes down Aga 2, and now it's time for the big pig.
Yep. To answer Scooby-D in chat, the sword the tstew is missing is most likely at Catfish.
Means I doubt he'll get it.
I doubt that too.
Both our bottom runners now entering Tower of Hera pretty much at the same time, so it's a very close race between those two.
Yeah, they're currently doing a interdimensional high five right now, so...
High five, nothing. They're in sync.
And Eriror starting up Ganon as Ganon spouts off something morbid. Opting for the cape strategy to be able to sit in the corner.
Well, he doesn't need much magic at this point, so it's probably better to play it safe here in this first couple phases.
Yeah, he has half magic, so... So, barring anything unfortunate, it looks like Eriror is going to be our pick for the top race winner.
Looks like it. He just has to be careful not to get trolled.
And gamercal starting up Aga 2.
Both prieR and tstew finishing up Tower of Hera, again, roughly at the same time. It's going to be very close between those two. And ErirorPS gets his bacon, ladies and gentlemen. We have our first winner. What a race. He's going to enter the room and finish with official SRL time of 2 hours, 11 minutes, even.
Get your GGs in chat. And gamercal is now making his way to the pyramid for his showdown with Gan.
Meanwhile, our two bottom runners both running the gauntlet, again, pretty much even here. It's going to come down to execution for these two.
Yep, I feel like it's going to come down to the Ganon fight itself.
Pretty much. But already the execution of prieR being a very well-known runner here, is showing his stuff here, getting an early lead on execution. And looks like ErirorPS will be joining us here shortly for an interview. And gamercal won't be too far behind at this point because he's about finished up on his fight.
Yep, just about to head into phase 4. See if he gets the torch glitch. Nope.
What a nice double from gamercal, and he gets his bacon.
Alright, GG gamercal.
And he finishes up literally 2 minutes behind, finishing with a time of 2 hours, 13 minutes even.
Wow. GG to both of our top runners. Yeah, it looks like prieR's lead based on execution is getting bigger and bigger as they progress.
All right, and ErirorPS joining us now on the channel. Congratulations on your win.
Yo, thanks. I did not expect that after my terrible early game, but
GG.
whew, that was a seed.
Yeah, I can imagine. We're exhausted watching you guys run that seed. I can't imagine how exhausted you are for playing it.
Also, I'm very sorry. I just noticed that I still have my mic on stream, so I'm really sorry for
Well,
that.
you didn't talk. I thought I heard something, but I wasn't going to say nothing. But yeah, I did hear something. But thankfully, it didn't affect anything. We didn't hear much. Just
All right.
occasionally you clicking on your controller.
Okay, well, that's not too bad then. But yeah, that was.
And let me go ahead and pull him in here. gamercal joins us as well. GG gamercal.
Hello. This mode is not fun.
Yes, it is.
So how you guys feeling after that run?
Exhausted? I guess that's
Incredibly
the
hard
first
done
one.
by, actually, is pretty much it. There was like 5 times in that run, the very last possible place was the place that I had to go, and yeah, that you're never gonna win if that happens all the time. But it just like unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable.
I felt super behind all the time. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't blame you with that, with how the game wanted you to route.
Yeah, let's be completely honest. This route was incredibly trolly, especially with both the Ice Rod and the Eastern Palace Big Key at the end, just put in the worst possible places.
Absolute garbage. Just I have only maybe once seen a seed this bad with Keysanity stuff, but like I don't know.
See, I've seen worse seeds, but they were a lot more fun than this one. This one was just okay. I guess I know where I'm supposed to go, but I'm not gonna like it. I mean, once I saw the ice road, I knew that okay, I should go back to TR. But by that time, I hadn't finished Skullwoods yet. I was like, okay, you know what? I'll just do that. Maybe that has Eastern, and otherwise, I'll just feel super behind. Because if I go to TR and then have to go all the way back to Eastern and then go all the way back to Death Mountain, that's just... I don't know how many trips I made up to DM.
Like 5 too many.
Yeah, quite
Yeah, there was all 4 of you guys constantly going back and forth trying to find items. Though I gotta say, you guys did a little bit better than prieR and tstew did, because they only just now are getting to Aghanim and Ganon because they did not know where the Tower of Hera Big Key was in the Graveyard Ledge.
Oh,
I was super happy I found that one early.
That spot's been messing me up so much recently. No chance I was missing that one out.
Yeah, that was rough though.
So real quick, tstew about to start up his Ganon fight. prieR's about to start phase 4.
Okay. I have to ask though, like, what was your thoughts on finding the second glove upgrade at the mushroom, especially getting the mushroom right out the gate? I know gamercal, you went right there to get it. That probably made you feel better.
I took forever getting that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I could have sworn then it must have been Erior. I know one of you two went to the mushroom spot very early and checked.
So I started at Sanctuary, got the mushroom. I was planning to just do Hoolihan, right? And I was like, mushroom, it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go there. And was like, oh, power gloves, that's nice. That was pretty good.
Oh, tstew takes the death on Ganon, but prieR finishing up here with a time of 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 37 seconds. GG to prieR.
Yo, GG.
GG's.
By the way, there were 2 things that I did like. I think there were 2 things. Getting the boots right after Eastern was like, oh my god, of course. The second thing was the second Tower key being validation chest.
Yes, that was awesome. I will admit, that was good.
We were joking like, yeah, let's just go ahead and kill Aghanim 1 before we finish this up. Let's just do that.
You know what? If this wasn't, if I had finished before I'd actually gotten that key, I probably would have. I'm not gonna lie. This was pretty much an old dungeon thing anyway. I had checked absolutely everything outside GT, apart from the Bonk Rock stuff, obviously. I think I would have if you'd finished like 2 minutes earlier. I am not gonna lie.
Yeah, actually, gamercal, didn't you blind pull the pedestal if I recall?
I did, because I was like, no, I don't want to make another trip up the mountain if I don't have to. It's like, well, check the green pendant, check the pedestal, because those are the only things I have left to do outside of Trinex. And so it's like, no, just do that first, because if it's one of those and you go back up the mountain again, really, really upset.
Yeah.
More than I already deal with that. But then again, I expected that off of this. I've said a couple of times at this point, I don't think this mode is best suited for races, but, you know, stuff like this kind of shows it a little bit, I think.
Yeah, well, for you guys, obviously, it's torture. For us watching, it's hilarious.
Oh, I can imagine. I've been on the other side of this. I know what it's like. And this is one of those I need to say, like, I might sound bitter off of this, it's just because it's the way this seed has gone. I'm not, like, mad at anything, really. It's just, really, like, so many times on this one. Like that Ice Palace big key, after I cleared Ice Palace with the Fate Flippers, having to go back in to get that. I mean, there was that, and other big one is I died for getting the key to the last chest of Zelda cell. I died setting up the death warp for that because the hammer is butts, and Yeah.
Right.
So, like, I can easily say, like, I lost this because I played badly in places, as well as the fact that this seed was complete butts. But it doesn't matter, because that's Keysanity. You will win or lose by, like, half an hour because of one item. And I'm just glad it was actually close, rather than you finish it in, like, 150 or something, and then I'm just going, how? You know?
Indeed.
Yeah, I can
Unfortunately,
imagine.
tstew will not be able to join us here, but we do have prieR57 joining us in here. GG, prieR. Congratulations on your win.
Thanks. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Oh, GG.
So, prieR, how are you feeling after that race?
I feel pretty bad. I play really. I don't play my game this time. I felt very bad all along the seed. I found it pretty weird, pretty twisted. Especially last dungeons, where bickies were well I did. So
Yeah, the Tower of Hera big key really threw both you and tstew off, because both of you pretty much found that key and entered Tower of Hera at the same time. You guys were neck and neck all the way up to Ganon.
okay. Yes, you could get it. I think pretty soon, because you had mirror. But K45 had flute, I think.
Yeah,
And-
it did.
And I was not in the feeling to check that cave too, because there was already an item in cave 45. So I did last. I did that location last, and it costed me a few minutes. But congratulations to all the racers. It was a pretty hard seed.
Yeah, just
Yeah, it
a little
was.
bit.
At least. Yeah, there's no doubt that was trolly, especially at the end there, like we were just talking about with these two. You know, Ice Rod being stuck all the way back in Mire, and of course, Eastern Palace Key being on Trinex, forced double dip into Turtle Rock, because you had to get the Quake Medallion to get to Mire, to get the Ice Rod, to kill Trinex, just to get that Eastern Palace big key. And then, of course, just to troll you one more time, boots on Armos Knights. What the heck?
And don't forget bow in pod.
Oh, that bow
I
trolled
was
so many.
so mad with that, because it's like, I just used my last key to get this. Come on. What is this? So I'm assuming then either King's Tomb or Bonk Rocks must have had the last pod key.
I think I found all 6.
Yeah, I think it was in King's Tomb, if I recall correctly.
Has to be, because you would otherwise not be able to clear that. I know there's some stuff about a lock at the moment, but I'm pretty sure, that it would have to be one of those 2 spots, otherwise you wouldn't be able to. Maybe because it's a crystal. If it's a pendant, I think that is more susceptible to key locks because of the fact of the key GT. But
EP Big Chest had the last one, actually.
oh yeah, I didn't open that, did I? Oh, whatever.
Oh, that's right.
It had to be
That's
somewhere around
right.
about there.
That's right. Swamp Palace's big key was
In King's Tomb,
in
that's
King's
right.
Tomb.
No, it can't have been because I picked that up.
Oh, Skullwoods.
It's
Excuse me.
Skullwoods. big key,
Skullwoods,
okay,
Skullwoods.
right.
Yeah, Skullwoods.
So,
But
so the other thing about the lock, real quick, you guys actually were really close to having that possibility if it was a progression item other than the bow. If that was anything else important, that could have happened, since it was at that specific chest. But thankfully, that didn't.
Even with 2 keys still out there? Because I had 4 going in, so I managed to get everything except the Helmasaur. I have the bow.
Yeah, but you can't open the door to Helmasaur because that's bow locked.
But that's the point. So it's
So, yeah.
like there were 2 small keys by the time I got the bow still in the seat, and I'd done the hammer obviously. So it's that one
Yeah,
wouldn't have mattered. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the
if I'd
hammer-
have used a key there, I think it would be a possibility. But I'm trying to think, like, I don't see how I would have keylocked when there were still 2 that I could have picked up somewhere. Like, I'd be sure that one of them would be available. But maybe I don't know. I haven't got the details.
Yeah,
so
your hammer yump is one of the things that helped you avoid it, of course.
yeah. I will say, that flipper location was hilarious. That was like book on cold stare. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to go over there when I've done purple chest anyway. And I see the flippers on the ledge. And I'm like, whoa, okay. That means the flute's got to be somewhere then, because you're supposed to get in here with flute mirror. So let's just double down on the places that I could check without going, Ice Palace afterwards. But it's just... yeah, that was very amusing seeing the flippers up there.
Nonetheless, again, GG to all you guys. You guys put on an amazing race. This was so much fun to watch. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the VOD when you guys check it out. When you inevitably check it out later. So we're running a little low on time here. So let's go ahead and give a rundown of what's happening for the rest of the night here, because we've got, like I said, we've got a ton of races coming up here. Right now, actually, over on Speed Gaming 2, we've got Killer App 23 versus Ginger Damas and Willard J. Bradley versus Kipasagi in another 1-on-1 and 1-on-1 race, just like we just saw. So don't miss that. And then, of course, at 7, we've got another four-person race with OPT Lawyer versus Captain Duck and Boyne versus Nif Boy over on Speed Gaming 1. At the same time, we also have D2 Kemps versus Ginger 23 on Speed Gaming 4. And at 8 o'clock, we have another 4-way race with the man himself, Jet082 versus Lost Carol, and Oyster SA versus Sir Heavens. We also have at 8 o'clock over on ALTTP Randomizer, we have Shirality versus Venoxus 93 and Taiju versus Divia OXS. And then we've got even more coming up at 10 o'clock. We've got a ton of races at 10. We've got a 4-way race with Aaron Doby versus Young 92 and Haha Sal versus Dan Carnate, I think is how it's pronounced, on Speed Gaming 4. And on Speed Gaming 1, we have Chex Human versus Sir Peter of Ars and Lugaroo versus Freddy. And at 10:30, we have IB Karma versus Booty Biscuit on Speed Gaming 3. And that's all just today. That's all just today, folks.
Yep. Over 100 matches a week. If everybody stays in, which we'll see.
Good luck, pals. You will need a ton of it.
That's an understatement, right? So make sure you follow all of our channels: Speed Gaming 1-4, Randomania 1-4, ALTTP Randomizer 1-4, to keep up with all of these amazing races and more. And of course, make sure you give our forerunners here, ErirorPS, gamercal, prieR57, and tstew14 to follow on Twitch as well. Show your support for these guys. And of course, shout outs to our 2 trackers, Caladrius and Ajnev174. And of course, myself and my co-commentator, Draco Falcone. Draco, it was a pleasure working with you, sir.
Same with you.
In the meantime, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. As always, we enjoyed having you guys here. Until then, on behalf of everybody here at Speed Gaming, my name is The Shades, and as always, as I like to say, rock on, guys!
GG again, everyone.
Yeah,
GG, guys.
GG, good luck in the next round.
We'll probably need it.
Oh yeah.
We definitely need it.